Dimensional Fissure. Same purpose as Banisher, minus the fact that you don't have to waste your summon on that card. You could do all your stuff that you want to do and then play that, and you could protect it, or they do get rid of it, then you could go back to having your fun again. It's going to see a lot of play in Samurais and stuff like that because it stops Puppet Plant. They can't discard Puppet Plant to go and take your Shin or anything like that. So it's actually a good card, and plus it destroys plants. Say they said Dandelion. I play that, attack it with Cajun or something like that. It's destroyed. Removed from the game. They don't get their tokens. Noblemen are cross out with all the Gravekeepers and plants and all that. They're probably going to be running Raikos and stuff. It's still a good card. It's not as strong as it used to be, as of course Gravekeepers aren't as big as they used to be, but they still work. Now this next card, I'm going to give props where props are due. G-Hopper85 was the first one that showed me this card, and I think it's one of the best cards, especially for this format with Fables and plants and all that stuff. Power Filter. You stop so much in this format with that card. So many cards that are special summon are 1,000 or less. They cannot special summon those cards. No Dandelion can be brought out by Lonefire. No Dandelion tokens. You can't bring back Dandelion with Debris Dragon. That stops a lot. The Smashing Ground, the reason why I put it in there, because there's a lot of big boss monsters that are out there. Christia and Shin and stuff like that. This will give you a second card in your hand to use against Shin. It gives you one card out against Christia, even though they do put it back on top of the deck. Hopefully that turn that you use the Smashing Ground, you either get one of their fairies out of the graveyard, or you could go ahead and try to special summon and do all you can in that one turn. And if you're able to pull that off, even though they do get that Christia right back, hopefully your field's too strong for them to take care of. Black Horn of Heaven. This is a card that has been going around that G-Hopper again brought my attention to this. It's a card that people are using in place of Solemn Warning and all that, because Solemn Warning is expensive. It negates the special summon. So basically they use that in place, especially against like all the different like synchros and stuff like that. It's such a good card to stop that stuff. You gotta say stuff. And Chain Disappearance. It's been a good card, still a good card. It might not be as strong as it used to be because you got so many different other cards you use instead. It's still a good card. It stops Dragonides, plants, frogs, anything like that. Sorry, my cameraman decided to put the cord in the way. But it's just still a good card. This next card, I'm going to give another shout out to Leo Enya. Sorry, Leo, if I butchered your last name. But he used this a couple YCSs ago when he top 32'd, and it has a couple different uses, and it's still not a bad card. It's just an idea I'm going to put out there. Curse, Seal of Forbidden Spell. Basically what it does is you discard a spell, negate an activation of a spell card, and destroy it, and for the rest of that game, their opponent cannot activate that spell card. So think about this against Gravekeepers. You go ahead and negate Necro Valley. No more. Six Samurai United. No more. Dojo. No more. Pot of Avarice. No more. Think of all the possibilities that card has. You do have to give up a spell card, but think about all the spell cards they're giving up after you negate it. You're taking away like main cards for them. Dust Tornado. There's so much back row. Since we don't have Heavy Storm anymore, people are fearless with what they set in the back row. And there's a lot of back row cards that you got to get rid of, like Oppression, Defissure, other skill drains, and other ones that's in my lineup. I'll show you all in a second, but I don't want to show right now. But you get rid of Necro Valley, Gateway, United, Dojo. There's so many different cards that this, and if nothing else, you just set it, kill a back row, and then you're good. Another one, just the same purpose, Fairy Wind. It destroys multiples. I chose this one over Spell Shattering Arrow. The reason being, this gets traps, whereas Spell Shattering Arrows just gets spells. So I know it sets you back a turn where you have to set it and all that, but I'd rather take out Skill Drain, take out Oppression, Defissure, and Necro Valley all at the same time. That would make me happier than just getting rid of Defissure and Necro Valley. It also gets rid of this card, Goes and Match. The right deck, this could destroy another deck. It really, that can be a game winner right there. Malevolent Catastrophe. This card here helps you to get rid of their back rows. Like all these other cards that I was telling you help get rid of back rows. This destroys all of your opponents. This card I would probably only run maybe at most 1, 2 iffy, depending on the deck. Reason being, most good players probably are not going to attack into that, so you're going to have to disguise it as another card or something like that. So that's your only problem with that card. But once you get it off, you basically take away 3 or 4 of their main cards, and that's going to help you out so much. Last card I have is Rivalry of Warlords. Does basically about the same thing as Goes and Match, but not to the extent that Goes and Match does, because Goes and Match apparently is ridiculous because it stops like synchros and tributing and all that. This one, they can still do it because your monster's technically off the field or something like that. I don't know. That's Konami's ruling, but it's another card that could be used against multiple different decks. But I think that's all I have for y'all today. If y'all have any questions, please hit me up, comment down below, thumbs this video up. If you really want to thumb it down, be my guest. I guess I won't get upset about that, but subscribe, you know, tell your friends about this. Hopefully they'll subscribe to me, and thanks again. Bye.